We're currently giving away an àﷺ field tested. If you want to enter in, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, make sure to turn notifications on so you know when the giveaway ends, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment down below. Also, feel free to check out the giveaway link down in the description down below. So a few days ago, Valve actually released another update for CSGO, and we actually got something that we have never seen before, and that is guns that have been removed from matchmaking. So the Revolver and the Negev have both been removed from competitive matchmaking as they are undergoing substantial revision, which is really good to hear. Actually, the other day I made a video talking about the R8, Valve's forgotten gun, but it actually seems like they have not forgot about it as they're finally going to start reworking the gun. Actually, the Negev, which no one really seemed to ask for, is also getting revision, which is nice to see as well, because if you've ever played matchmaking, you know the Negev is pretty much only used to troll, and honestly, it's not that good of a weapon. You don't really see people use it in competitive play because the price is so absurd for a gun that isn't really all too great. It's going to be interesting, in my opinion, to see what they do with the Negev, and I'm going to hope to see that they do something that will help with like suppressing fire and just something that can, you know, really take advantage of all those bullets and the fast spray time of the gun, because right now in CSGO it doesn't seem like that's really helping out anybody. The R8, which was once really overpowered and eventually got nerfed to the point of being useless, is really good to see that getting reworked as well, and hopefully it can be a gun that is fairly balanced and pretty much not just the deagle but somehow even shittier. It's really good to see though that Valve has actually removed these from competitive play, as competitive should, you know, be like the game mode says, actually competitive, and right now these two guns aren't that competitive. It's gonna be cool to see what they do with the guns and to see if they actually do fix them or they make them even more broken. We've seen Valve change things with the game and change guns and them come back absolutely broken, but this is the first time in Counter-Strike history, or at least in CSGO history, have we seen guns actually removed from competitive play. And I don't know how long this is going to take, and if I had to take an estimate, I would probably say maybe a few months, possibly even a year for them to get these balanced out correctly. And it begs the question, are they going to use the beta client ever? Are they ever going to use the beta client for any of these things? Or are we going to see the reworks in the beta client? That would be really good to see, is for them to put it in the beta client, and we can hopefully see the process that they're making along. Hopefully they can get community feedback through that beta, and that would mean that the gun hopefully comes out actually balanced and can be put back into competitive play. This leads me to my next point, and the next question that I had on my mind, and the first question I had on my mind when I saw this update is Valve going to release new guns? With them taking out the Revolver and the Negev and actually making them undergo substantial revision, it makes them realize that, you know, maybe not every single gun in the game is balanced and some should be reworked. This also led me to believe that they might actually add new guns into the game, and add new guns that will hopefully not be introduced to competitive at first, but released to casual and deathmatch and things like that, and then have them worked on and, you know, pretty much get the community feedback, and then later put them into competitive. I think it would be really interesting for Valve and for CSGO and for probably the fans in general if they release these guns, they release guns that come out and they're not really in competitive. They're just not in competitive. You can't use them in competitive. You can only use them in like arms race, deathmatch, pretty much everything that's not competitive. You release like 2 or 3 at a time, and you pretty much let the community tell you what's wrong with them, what's good with them, blah 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 blah, and you get that feedback, and then slowly you start putting those games more into competitive. Valve is a company that likes to, you know, keep update with its games, and that's what we've seen with Dota 2, and we're starting to see with Counter-Strike. So they're always looking for something new to add into the game. They're always looking for a new map, something new to keep you coming back, and more recently that's been skins. But with this, it seems like they're finally starting to take a look at some gameplay changes and start making some changes to the gameplay to hopefully make it so more and more people will come back. Keep in mind though, this is just all speculation. I don't have some insider rumor or anything like that. I just think that's what this is gearing up towards. Maybe they won't release any new guns, but that's what people were saying before they released the Revolver. It's good to see that Valve finally realizes with the Revolver and to somewhat with the Negev that they released 2 guns that just weren't very good and didn't really fit the mesh of CSGO. For the longest time now, Valve hasn't really said anything about the R8, and my video 2 weeks ago talks about how it seems like it was pretty much forgotten. And it seems like Valve has been doing that for a while, just having problems with the game and then never really talking about them. But it seems like over the past few months and even the past year now, Valve is starting to work on a lot of crucial problems with the game, and the game is only getting better and better. And I want to take this time to talk to the people out in the community who seem to think this game is getting worse. CSGO over the past year, maybe even the past year and a half, has only been getting better. Valve has been putting more time into the game, they've been putting more updates for the game, and more content has been coming out than ever for CSGO. And I know someone's going to comment as I said that, oh, what about the operation? Well, in my opinion, they're probably working really hard on the operation to make sure that it is really, really good, and that's why it's taking time. And to be honest, I would rather have quality over quantity, and it seems like that's what we've been getting lately. Valve has really been fixing the game, and I think CSGO is at a better place than it's ever has been. But let me know down in the comments down below, what are some new guns you would like to see added into CSGO, possibly some guns from 1.6 or even Source that could be added into Go. Let me know down in the comments down below. Also, if you like this video, how about you hit that like button, and if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button, and if you're new, how about you subscribe. But thank you guys for watching this video. This has been the Chosen One Inc., and as always, peace out.